No hang-ups. Hi, I'm at the gym lifting weights. Hey, I'm getting pretty strong. I've been at it only a month and already I can tear a telephone bill in half. Beep. Welcome back to Sassy Granny Vlogs. But y'all, check this light out. Ain't this cool? I think you have more light and can see better. And look, I cleaned the top of his cooking grill cabinet thing off. I can't move it. He don't have anywhere else to put it out there. So I have to deal with that much of it. But at least I went out there and cleaned off all that junk he had piled up on top of it. And yes, my windows has paper stuck on them. They were like this when we bought it. We've never really tried to get it off. I don't guess Elizabeth tried. I don't know, because this room first started out being her room. She lived at home then. But anyway, and I had my craft table and stuff in the living room. Anyway, I cleaned that off, and I can see outside better now. I can see Stephanie's house over there, my friend. Okay, so I wanted to also show y'all, I have took that down and set it up right there. I'll just have to, point it down more better. Or I don't know if it's the exact same size it was. I haven't tested it out. I just opened the legs up all the way and stood it right there. So, there we go. Yep, I have that in the same place. Close that up. Put that back right there. So, I'm still, I got to figure out what I want to do with that. And what I want to do with my carousel. I need it all over here. I want my boxes. See, if those were gone, I'd have more room and I could stack my boxes up over here like I had really wanted to. I wanted my little container of washi tape to be over here also. And my stack of scrap paper. I want all that over here by me. I don't work at that table. I had put it there with that stuff on there thinking that's where I would sit to do all my paper crafting. And this would be where I would do painting and assemblage work and other types of things, crocheting, sewing, the slow stitching stuff. But it didn't work out that way. I just kept sitting here for everything I did, even the paper crafting. So, I need all my stuff over here by me. So I've just got to figure that out. If I slowly sit here and rest and think about this, maybe I am tired, but maybe I can slowly, just like I went ahead and put that down. I wasn't going to do anything else, but I went ahead and put that down and then rearranged a little bit. So I've got to just figure out what I want to do. What I want to do. See, I'm already thinking. Alright, I guess I'll let y'all go. And if I pop back on here, I'll show y'all what else I've changed, possibly. Okay, guys, we'll see y'all in the next clip. Toots until then. Y'all, I am in trouble. I've sat here and thought, and I started moving things around, and I am in trouble. This is not what I wanted at all. Not what I wanted at all. Do you see anything different over here? So I did take down boxes from up there. I did take down boxes from in there. Boxes, y'all can't even see. When I look out over the phone, over the camera, normally to my shelf, I'm pointing at them. When you look in the camera, I'm pointing totally somewhere else. Oh, it's crazy. So in the camera, I moved those boxes in that shelf. Those boxes in that shelf, because I put that in there, in the doll. That stayed. I moved the boxes out of there. So that stayed. I moved the boxes out of there. I moved the boxes out of there, and I put all that in there. And I did the rearranging on top of here. It's got that cleared up a little bit better. It looks better. But anyway, I got everything from there that I wanted except for one thing. And that was that purple drawer set. I haven't got it over here on my table yet. Hang tight. Everything else I've got over here. But this is not. Well, not everything else, because look what I did. I gotta plug my phone, because I can't do this right. I ended up moving the two blue things over there again on that heart table. That's my glues and stuff over there, you know, my scissors, my pens. I need all that over here. Okay? This is not what I wanted. I guess in a way, I wish Gracie would have all of her stuff condensed down to her desk and sit at only her desk and let me have the whole table. Is that bad? I mean, she's not here every day with me like I am. And she don't come in here and craft every time she comes either. Is that bad? I'd have more room to spread all my stuff out and push it back against the wall, you know, and that's really how I had imagined it. But this is my baskets, scrap paper, the glue that I'm using now, glue paper, the thing to smooth it out. This is what I put the little trash in. That's not even supposed to be in there. I just got it in there temporarily. But I have moved. So my book is over there like that. And then I've moved, it's a small white one like this. See it back there, 3 drawers, and that's on top. My washi tapes and duct tapes here. Now this container, the clear one, is sideways. See, my drawers are in there to pull out that way. I'd have to move all this and pull it out to be able to open those drawers to get to them. Don't like that. But all that's sitting there. These two are sitting here, then all this is sitting here, and I've got it about the height of the table out there. I don't want to stack it any higher. I don't want to block my view. I love my view. And then I've got these right here. I got the plug thing to be able to plug up my phone and charge it. All of this stuff out like I need it right here as I'm sitting here working. But then in front of that book, I've got those containers with those things sitting on top of it. And this is Gracie's little spot, and then all of her crowded stuff. The flowers is over there, which Gracie kind of claimed those flowers. She put her birds on them in there. And so it really needed to be on her side than my side. I need some good ideas from y'all. Please help me out. Because I really want that stuff over here too. Some kind of way. I don't care if I get rid of the blue things. That's fine. Just what other kind of way can I store them and move them over here? And I ain't even thought about what hangs on my door. I don't know if I like that hanging there while that door's out like that. Y'all, I have too much stuff. But see, I'm not using it all because it's crammed in places and things are all sitting in front of it and I can't get to it easy and good. And I had wanted it all out here where it was easy, good reach. And I can see everything, and I can, as I'm working, I can look up and look around and think, okay, yeah, I could use that, you know, and grab it and use it. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? The this is not going to stay like this. I just got it all over here. I had wanted all my stuff over here. I wanted to see it over here. I wanted to see if there was some kind of way I could arrange it and fix it. And it ended up like this. It's the only thing I could come up with. You know, maybe later I'll get in the mood and try to go through her stuff and get it all condensed to her desk. Or maybe I can spread some more of my stuff out. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to keep her from sitting there and crafting beside me, you know. But I mean, as far as her stuff, storing it all there. And if I could just make more room so that I could put my stuff against the wall in the back, she would have the front part. But how can I do this? How can I do this? Will y'all please help me? I am desperate. I am desperate. Give me an idea also for that stupid plug thing. That is just not really, I mean, look, that's tight. How am I going to unplug my phone, you know? And to get it out of there, because I have to unplug my cord and move it around in my house. I have to move it to the living room by my chair when I'm sitting there, to the table by there when I'm sitting there eating, to my bedside table when I'm at my bed at night, you know, so, and then back in here when I'm in here. Give me an idea, please, for all of this. Help! All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in the next clip. Jokes until then. Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy. Hello. You're on candid camera. Just laying there resting, huh, buddy boy? Yep. Just laying there resting. Alright, guys, I think I'm pretty happy with the way I've got it right now. So I don't know if I mentioned my shelves, my stair shelves. I hadn't got them up yet, so I just stick them under there and the little whatnots that would be going on them. Okay, that's how that is. So I did put the magazine rack that has Gracie's stuff in it right there. It's fine. And that's the only thing that's left there. I took a few things out of that I wanted over here closer to me. And I was going to show you what I've done. I hung this little thing up better. There was a calendar hanging there, and I pulled it down. Didn't want it anymore. And then I stuck Gracie's little things that she had done in those pockets. A decorated purse that I've had, I stuck back here, and her thing that she built and glued together, I put it there. Okay. I did straighten the top of this a little bit. She had papers and stuff. I crammed all the papers here, so this is her papers. This is really a laptop, one of mine, but she was like playing on it, secretarial kind of thing, you know. So that's why it's on her side. And then this is still quite piled up, but this is her trays and stuff that I had gotten her one year for Christmas. And I'd gotten her a lot of Christmas stuff, craft stuff and everything. And then the purse here that she keeps this stuff in. So that's Gracie's stuff, and the flowers is hers. Okay, so let me show you what I did over here. So I got to working with it and piddling around, and I worked something out. So I've got those there. I've just got that stuff laying there. That's still there. I wanted it over here, but I'm going to have to leave it here. It'll be okay. It's kind of close to me. Okay, so I put that stuff in there. My lamp don't have a bulb in it, so I can't use it right now. I put the cards back here that I was going to use to cut and have pretty things to put in journals. My spray bottle with water in it. I've set the glues like this. I have set this over here, right here, so it's close to me. And this here that has all of my other glues and my stick glues in it. And, you know, bottle glues. And then my markers here and colored pencils. And this sort of stuff over here So I've got this here like this. This tray here with some stuff in it, which I'm going to be doing something with that tray. I'm going to be doing something with this. And this is something, and I haven't even really looked at this. So this I should move over here too and get it out of this tray. I'll worry about that later. But I've set up Yarnell here. And I got the stacking dolls there. All of that's still kind of the same. The little jars that I had setting and the buttons, I put them back there. And then this goes here. This is what I set my phone stand on for my stand to make videos sometimes. And then that everything else like that is still there. Now over here, this is what I have come up with. So I did some rearranging. And I quite like it. So, I moved the two big ones down here. And that one's all the way back against the wall. This one, the window frame, or whatever that's called, is it's stuck out, you know. So that's hindering that from going back all the way to this and meet with that. So I've got those little things up there. I've got them baskets there. This here, I've got a glue stick here. This is my paper I glue on to not get glue on everything, my mat and the table. And the smoother, once I glue things down, I smooth it out. Okay, so this here is my basket of scrap papers to use. And yeah, there's things in front of things. I'll have to move this out when I want to get into these drawers. I'll have to move all this out to get into these drawers. I'll have to take things off the top of each other to get to the bottom ones, you know. Can't be helped, I guess. Alright, this is my magnet holder in here that's holding all these magnet things, you know, that draws to magnets. And this was that I had decorated a while back. This is that, I forget what that's called, those papers you twirl up pretty. And this was door, like handles, dresser handles, I think, or something like that. And then I've got some little hearts here I'm doing something with, so I just got them laying there till I'm through with that. Then I have this little one here, and I have that. The lid won't go all the way on because that's the card things I made. So I just have that propped up there. And then I have these. That was those cards. This is when I was drawing my cards and doing, and then I started doing the ABC collab. And this is my control to my tripod. Now this is a little thing I made, and that the hearts goes along with that. I've got more hearts in there. Like I said, that's something I'm doing. Okay, these are stacked here, and that was all full. These are stacked here. So these two was the only ones that had something in it. These four were empty. So all the loose things that I had over there in my cubbies that I had laid up here or laying around, I put them in there. And then I have a few things that were too big and wouldn't fit in there, and I just stuck right there like that. Okay. I have my book with all that stuff in it right there like that. I tote these around with me all over the house wherever I go. So that's just the spot where I'm going to be putting them when I'm in here. So this is my little journal that I'm writing out of at this precise time. When it's filled up, and it's fixing to be filled up in about 3 days. Sorry. See, I need a cough drop now. And then I can switch to another journal that I've made, which is all in there, all those little journal things. Let me look on camera right there. Okay. And then I have my wipes here that I use. This is my phone stand for my phone when I'm sitting here crafting. I watch videos. Y'all know what that is. I start my videos off with that. Then I have that stack, you know, that container, and then all of them stacks of plastic stuff. They kind of look like they're leaning, don't they? I don't really like that. I think it's my floor. I don't understand why that's looking like that. But anyway. And then a little basket on top. And then this is a little thing I made for some of my washi tape. So, and the plug thing, I just set it on the floor, and I guess I'll just have to bend down and hurt my back to plug up and unplug my phone. Man, I was loving when the coffee tables was over here. See, I had it on the floor before and had to do that. And then when my coffee tables got here, I seen that I could set it on the high coffee table up under I had it stuck. See, like that right there under the heart shelf on top of the coffee table. That was on top of the other one up here, and it was pretty high, and I didn't have to bend down, and I could plug up and unplug my phone easier that way, but I put it back on the floor. Don't know what else to do, so there you go. This is my setup, and I like it better. I have all my things, close to me. I'm sitting here. I can just roll my chair over, grab what I need over there, or reach with an arm if it's scissors or whatever. And then I have all these things to look through and decide, what do I want to use? Do I want to use some of this to put in this, or do I want to use some of this, that kind of thing. So, and Gracie still has her little crafting spot. I may have to move the basket down or move it out of her way temporarily when she's crafting. The basket of crafts scrap papers there. We'll see. But that's my setup for now. Wanted to share that with y'all, and that brings us to the end of this vlog. So I will let y'all go, and I'll get the next vlog started, and we'll see y'all in the next vlog. Toodaloo!